Oh damn! You guys like that rock opening? Anyway, so my name is Gamergx, and this is my Call of Duty tips video. So I got 7 tips to go through. So yeah, so you're watching it, so let's get into it. So number 1 is changing your button layout to tactical. This is like the most important tip, most obvious tip. So what you want to do is go into your options menu, go to button layout, and there's 3 options here. You got default, tactical, and lefty. You start out as default, but I recommend you change it to tactical because all it does is changes your melee with your crouch and prone. So now your crouch and prone is on your stick, and your knifing is your B button, which this allows you to be able to use the infamous drop shot, which is extremely helpful on 1-on-1 encounters, 2-on-1 encounters, and maybe even if you're lucky, 3-on-1 encounters if you're playing against noobs. So basically, when you use the drop shot, it gives you maybe a 25 to 50% increase in chance that you will live on a 1-on-1 encounter, because you just dropped to the ground and sprayed the fuck out of that guy's feet, and he has no clue because he's still shooting straight instead of looking down where you are now looking up at him, shooting him. So yeah, that's basically like a very common tip now. I notice a lot more people are changing to tactical, which is absolutely awesome. So number 2 is choosing your sensitivity, which is actually very important. So what I recommend, you go back to the options, go to sensitivity. What I recommend is to never go anywhere underneath 4. So here is an example of using 1 sensitivity. As you can see, you can it's very, very slow. You wouldn't even be able to follow a running player. If a player runs by you and you're shooting at him, you won't even be able to follow him. Your bullets would be behind him. So what I recommend is to at least have it at 4. At least this way is at least fast enough you can follow a guy who is running easily, and it's at least have it on high. So sniping now is a totally different story. When I snipe, I want it to be 7 or higher. It does take a long time to get used to, I know, but with sniping you do need to be quick, and you want to be quick, especially if you're quick scoping, trying to get a cheeky little no scope. You want to be fast. Recently I've been using 10 sensitivity on my sniper. It's fucking crazy, but it does make it a lot easier. So this is an example of 10 sensitivity. It's pretty ridiculous. That's where you see on those search and destroy mats people doing those 360 no scopes and shit. As you can see, the sniper moves rather awkwardly when you spin really fast. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing 10 sensitivity right away. Ease your way into it. 3 is making the proper class. So this is extremely important. What you want here is to have a variety of classes. I got, let's see, 7 classes. Each one's a tad different. Some are similar if I have a feeling, if I have a thing for a certain class. So here's my first class. Oh yeah. Also make sure each class has a funny or rather intriguing name. So this is my champ class, just a regular class. This is my killer class. I just prestige, so I don't have all the guns yet. So yeah, this is my famous class, just kind of like my cheap asshole kind of class, got a shotgun and shit. This is my bum rush class. That's the class you see me rushing with, extremely helpful on demolition, and sometimes search and destroy. It does kind of help. I put commando on there just to be a jerk. This is my sniping class. You have to have sleight of hand. I don't have sleight of hand pro yet, but you have to have sleight of hand, and stopping power is really helpful, except if you're using the WA 2000. I wouldn't recommend it. It doesn't really matter. Use hardline or cold-blooded. Another rushing class, because I like rushing, so I like to have a variety. This is my vector collector class. It's called You're Fucked. This is the most important class right now. Everyone has to have this. I call it my boom class. You have to have a class that can take down air support. So I don't have stingers yet, so I have to use the AT4, which kind of sucks, but if you combine it with the RPD, it's not bad. You shoot the AT4 at a Harrier, and then load it with a couple RPD bullets. That Harrier's out of there. So it's extremely important to have, but it's really hard to take down the AC-130 or chopper gunner with the AT4, so I have a Semtex Lucky just so I can kill myself. Another class, with the Scar H, you have to have a Scavenger if you mean to survive a lot longer. So I recommend to put Scavenger on your Scar class. Sleight of Hand's always good with any class, but Scavenger's pretty important when using your Scar H. I have a grenade launcher on there. Don't worry, I don't use it. I hate noob tubes a fucking lot, so I'm not much of a shotgunner either. So number 4 is staying positive. I know a lot of players find it extremely hard to not freak out and throw their controllers against the wall. I know it's extremely hard. I freak out all the time too, so you guys aren't alone. But the more positive and unangry you are, the better you're gonna play. If you're angry, what you're gonna be doing is charging at the spawn, just pissed off at one guy because he's been knifing or shooting you from behind the whole game. So if you're angry, turn off the Xbox or play something else, because the more angry you are when you play Call of Duty, the worse you're gonna do. Unless you're some sort of super awesome, angry prone, awesome player, which I haven't seen. I haven't seen many angry players do good. But you know, the more happy you are, you know, it's better if you play with friends. I tend to stay happier when I play with friends. If I'm alone, I usually just end up freaking out on the random kids I'm playing with. And also when you're, yeah. So 5 is don't be a camper. I can't stress this enough. What you want to be doing is, the more mobile you are, the more you're moving, the harder it is for their team to figure out where you are. So here I'm basically just running around their spawn, moving constantly, switching from door to door, and this team is unsure where I'm going to be. Some of them are charging the door. I constantly keep taking them out, and it's really dangerous when you're in the spawn like that, though, because they can really just pop up anywhere in their spawn. It's their spawn. I don't control the spawn. But it's extremely important to be mobile. Don't sit in the goddamn fucking corner like we all used to when it first came out, because what it's going to do, people are going to know you're there. They're going to throw a flash grenade in the Semtex or a frag, and you're done. So camping is not a good strategy for Call of Duty. Definitely don't do it. It's not worth it. Because, you know, a lot of people think, oh, I can camp and get 25 kills and get my nuke if I just sit in this corner the whole game. Yeah, it doesn't work like that anymore. People know Call of Duty quite well now, so, yeah, camping's a no-no. So number 6 is playing with friends. Not a gay way, just generally play in a clan. Try your best to get the team full. So when I play Demolition, I try to play with 6 people, so I don't have 1 or 2 or 3 random people on the team. I like to play with a full group of teams, so we're communicating better. The better your communication, the better chance you're probably gonna win. And it's just, yeah, I play a lot better when I'm with my friends, because I'm not angry. If someone's in my spawn using commando and he's just knifing me constantly, I just laugh, because, you know, I'm having fun with playing with everybody, and it's just it's a better way to, it improves your game too. Like, you win a lot more when you play with your friends instead of playing with randoms. Yeah, so when you play with friends, you're generally going to be playing a lot better and having a better time in Call of Duty. And it's even more fun when you make a clan. So, yeah, my clan's sexy. I'm not going to tell you how to spell it, because it's secret. Or you can probably see it in this clip here anyway, but whatever. It's just a sexy thing. We've been doing it since COD 4, so... Or Call of Duty 4. It's not a fish, sorry. So yeah, when you're playing Call of Duty, just playing a group of buddies. It's generally gonna improve your game, more than likely. I can almost guarantee it, because it's definitely been improving my game big time, so... Yeah. This is an old clip, by the way, from a video I already put up. You guys might know that. I don't know. Okay, so number 7 is don't be a douche. I love this one because when you're playing an objective game, play the objective. Don't do it for your KD. When you play Demolition, plant the bombs, defuse the bombs. When you play Domination, capture flags. Don't just play for your KD, even if it means dying. Like here, I'm planting a bomb, even though I know the whole team's right behind me right now. So I plant it, boom, I'm fucking dead. I don't care. I got the plan anyway. It might give us a better chance of winning the game. So yeah, don't be a douche. Play the objective. If you want to play for kills, play team deathmatch. Play hardcore team deathmatch. Whatever. Play team deathmatch if you want kills. If you're playing an objective game, play the objective. Alright, so that was my longly anticipated tips video. I'm probably going to go more in-depth in my next video, like how to make a better class, like how to utilize your classes better. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So yeah, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go buy God of War 3.